It's time for high school basketball, presented by SARTA, streaming live at Q92radiosports.com. Now let's take you courtside to our play-by-play team. This is high school basketball, presented by SARTA, streaming live at Q92radiosports.com.
Well, courtside we certainly are tonight here in Canal Fulton as we have another night of high school boys basketball for you on Q92radiosports.com, the Q92 Sports Facebook page, and the Q92 YouTube channel. It's Northwest Indians at 15-4, winners of the Pac-7, playing host tonight to non-conference foe, former MBC foe, in Louisville, who is 14-5 and one of the best teams in Division III basketball this year. And Northwest late here in the season would like something to say about that discussion as well. Hi again, everyone. John Bozica along with you tonight. George Bozica to my right as we bring you a good one tonight between two teams with a combined 29 wins and just 9 losses. These are two good basketball teams coached by two very experienced head coaches in Mike Lauer for Northwest, Tom Siegfried for Louisville. George, you've only done a couple games with me this year. Louisville is one of the teams you've seen. Yeah. We both know how impressive they are, and this is no slouch of a team in Northwest, who is the Pac-7 champion. On paper, really good matchup.
Yeah, these are measuring stick games, I feel, at the end of the year when you get outside your conference. Of course, Louisville plays an independent schedule, but you get outside your conference and see how you stack up against the best teams in the area. Louisville is definitely one of the best teams in the area. I think something to watch tonight is Northwest has really obviously dominated the Pac-7 in basketball as you look at their scores over the season. They've struggled somewhat outside the conference. On the other hand, you have a Louisville team that's played basically a statewide schedule. We saw them a couple weeks ago dominate a St. Ed's team that we all know the pedigree of St. Ed's in basketball under Coach Flannery. They just took it to that team. I think this is going to be really interesting. As you said, on paper, it's a very good matchup. I haven't seen Northwest this year. I noticed almost immediately when I saw the roster that I recognized a number of names from their football team this year, especially in, Chase Badger and Carson Nickey, Logan Allman. I almost thought we were calling a football game tonight. And we know how well these guys play on the football field, and obviously they carried that success onto the hardwood this year. So I think it's going to be a real interesting matchup.
Led by Tristan Pennington, the outstanding junior talent, almost 20 a ball game for Tristan. And he has a lot of help. As you mentioned, Chase Badger, 12.5 a game. Tyler Pappas, 12.5 a game. So both of them extremely capable. On the Louisville side, George, I know that you and I have seen guys over the past couple years. We're both duly impressed by the work of Kyle Monterrubio at Jackson, Reed Sims at McKinley, a number of other guys that stand out. But one of the guys that rises straight to the top of that discussion every time is Braden Gross. The post is he's really a special player for Louisville.
Yeah, he really is. He's part of that sort of power three, I'll call them, for Louisville with Bo Siegfried and also Tato Jancic. Those three are basically the heart and soul of that Louisville team. But, yeah, I saw Braden with you earlier this year, again against St. Ed, and I was really impressed. He has the whole game. He can rebound. He can score. He can get off his feet, too. As I recall, he had a dunk in that game. So, he's an impressive player.
One of the better players that we will see in the county amongst a couple guys that are in the discussion for County Player of the Year. A lot of people have felt that it's a 4-horse race at this point between Kyle Monterrubio, Chris Knight from Massillon, Reed Sims from McKinley, and Braden Gross. And I think after tonight, both of us will be able to throw Tristan Pennington into that discussion as well. Should be a good one. It's Louisville and Northwest, and it's coming your way shortly here as the Powder Blues, the Northwest will face against tonight from Louisville make their way onto the floor. Northwest will be in their home whites. We'll have the tip and the starters for you when we return right here on Q92 Radiosports.com.
This is the Northwest Cheer Seniors.
I'm Kaylee.
I'm Olivia.
I'm Elena.
And you're listening to Sports on Q92.
Ready to make a real difference in people's lives while working for a nonprofit? Regional EMS is calling your name. They're on the lookout for passionate EMTs and paramedics to join their team. Imagine working with state-of-the-art equipment, all while enjoying a new pay scale, generous PTO, and fully paid insurance for full-time heroes like you. It's not just a job, it's a chance to be a lifeline in your community. So what are you waiting for? Grab your phone and dial 330-987-4373 to find out how to join the Regional EMS family.
RG Dreg, Stark County's premier career center, offers programs that prepares its students at the high school level for careers and continued education beyond high school. Upon completion, RG Dreg students have an immediate opportunity to obtain a well-paying job in many exciting career fields. We offer everything from culinary, dental assisting, engineering, sports turf and landscape, welding, and so much more. Contact RG Dreg to find a program and career that's the perfect fit for you. RG Dreg, where careers begin.
Ah, home sweet home. Until the roof leaked, the hot water tank went cold, and the furnace died. At Friends and Family Credit Union, we can make it home sweet home again. With a home equity line of credit, our HELOC rates are outstanding, and there are no closing costs, no appraisal fees, no application fees, and no annual fees. Make it home sweet home again with a home equity line of credit from Friends and Family Credit Union. It's time to bring a friend into the family.
Kick off your Friday night before the game with a visit to the Miller Doan Tavern in Canal Fulton. Whether it's an appetizer, sandwich, or full meal, we'll have you ready for the big game. They are located in the heart of beautiful Canal Fulton at 122 Cherry Street East. Call 330-970-0638 to place your order.
We return back in here to Canal Fulton, Northwest this evening as the Northwest Indians play host to the Louisville Leopards in boys basketball. Now, interesting note about both of these two, and this just came into fruition over the weekend, and I've actually withheld this even from you, George, as being information that you could even be aware of, but these two teams are in the same northwest or northeast region of the bracket. So, should they both go all the way to the district final, this would be the district final matchup. Wow. They are on opposite sides
of the bracket.
Yeah. And they sit in Northeast 6 in Division 3. So, Louisville opens the tournament with Akron North, who they should beat. Then they would play the winner of Cuyahoga Falls and Willoughby South, the 37 or the 42 seed. They'd be heavily favored there. And then if they win that game, they would go to the district final to be played on the 1st of March, and that game would take place at North Royalton. On the other side of the bracket, because there's interest in this, Northwest is the 10 seed. They will play Revere in the first round. A little bit tougher matchup, the 23 seed. If they win there, they get the winner of Twinsburg or Worcester, the 21 against 32 seed. But again, the two best teams in that bracket far and away
could be on a collision course.
Yeah. So tonight, obviously a look forward at what could come in the tournament. And again, I think really important for both teams. I think if you're Louisville, obviously you're thinking this is a chance within the conference to take on the team that a lot of people have said is one of the best in the upper divisions. That is divisions probably 4 through 7. And if you're on the Northwest side, this is a chance to say, hey, people only say we can win in the Pac-7. We can do more than that with a win tonight.
Yeah, the tournament has changed so much.
I know.
I remember back in the 60s when, 22 teams were in the Double-A, which was the big school district, playing at the Civic Center in Canton. So, boy, has it changed.
It's a lot different. All right. Going to go to the floor for the national anthem. and actually the choir going to perform the anthem tonight for Northwest, the seniors, on senior night. So here they are.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early rise what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the heaven of us skies. O'er the ramparts we watched through so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red clouds bursting in air. Yea, through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the brave, and the
Outstanding rendition of the national anthem there by the Northwest choir. Really, really, really well done. Musically, everything.
Yeah, it was. It was
really
very impressive.
Dive into how good that was. And just really cool when you get to hear and see that the arts are as important, and they are at many of these Starr County schools. And we see that every Friday night during football season with the marching bands performing. And we've obviously seen many of the schools have their choral programs perform their alma maters and the national anthem at games before. Massillon, famously with the Washingtonians, oftentimes performing the national anthem and the Massillon alma mater, but really great job there. Alrighty, going to introduce the starting lineups for both teams. First for Louisville, under head coach Tom Siegfried. They'll start the following five. A senior guard at 6 foot.
Let's go number 0, Bo Siegfried. That'll be the first one.
Senior guard at 6 foot, number 0 is Bo Siegfried. A senior forward at 6'7", number 2 is Braden Gross. A senior forward at 6'5", number 10 is Tate Aljancic. A senior guard and forward at 6'2", number 13 is Ashton Marshall. And a senior guard at 6'2", number 25 is Devin Bailey. The PA announcer, who does such a great job here at Northwest, actually had the JV lineup in his hands opposed to the varsity lineup in his hands. Kind of a funny moment there with head coach Tom Siegfried literally telling him the lineup verbatim almost as he was going about it. For Northwest, they'll start the following five under head coach Mike Lauer, longtime head man. A senior guard at 5'11", number 2 is Chase Badger. A junior guard at 6'2", number 5. Leading scorer on the team is Tristan Pennington. A junior guard / forward at 6'3", number 22 is Tyler Pappas. A senior guard, or senior forward at 6'3", number 24 is Brady Lance. And the point guard on the team, a senior at 6 foot, a guard, number 25 is Caleb Hearn. Leader in assists on the team at 5 a ball game. Turned out the lights here and running off the final time.
First play tonight for Northwest will be a wheel route from Badger to Pennington.
It's probably a pretty good chance of that. Lance will be in center circle for Northwest. It'll be Gross for Louisville. Louisville, the powder blues tonight, sky blue, if you will, with the white numbering and the black lettering, and Northwest the home whites with the red numbering and lettering. Tip up and controlled by Louisville. They go right to left with Bo Siegfried, one of the leaders on the team in scoring, running the point. He's headed to Ashland at the next level. He drives in, gets right to the basket, and lost the ball. Here's Pennington running the floor. Pennington, left wing, leading scorer for Northwest, launches a left wing three. Shot it strong. Rebound out of Jancic and Louisville. Here comes Gross down the floor, lumbering to the left forecourt. Right wing, Devin Bailey into the right corner. It's Marshall. Out top, Gross. Left wing, Siegfried. Bo. Right wing out, Jancic. Line drive three. Weak off the right side of the iron. Bailey the board. Louisville resets. Left wing, Bo Siegfried's three. Shot it weak. Gross the board. Gross in the lane. Up with the right hand. Missed the shot right of the rim. But he got fouled. Almost a minute gone in the first quarter. Tenacious first possession there. That was really the first actual set kind of that Louisville ran. And Gross going to shoot two. First one, no. 66% at the line is Braden.
You know, one thing the Leopards did against Lakewood St. Ed is they really killed them on the offensive boards, and we saw a little bit of that on that possession.
Gross 1 for 2 in that trip, nailing the second free throw. You don't want to let him get going because he has post moves for days and has a bunch of different ways to score. Here's Chase Badger to the right wing. Badger pulls up on the dribble, goes to Pennington high on the right. The junior drives right of the lane, and he loses the ball. Throws it away there. Marshall up with the steal for Louisville. High on the left is Gross. And hold on. A little bit of something is... Oh. There was a... I don't know what that is that's on the floor. I'm guessing it's some sort of utility piece that comes undone for power purposes, but it came off.
Yeah.
And Louisville keeps it underneath. Gross goes to work again. Points 2 and 3 as it's Braden Gross 3 and Northwest 0. Better way of saying that. Louisville 3, Northwest 0. Almost 2 minutes gone. Here's Hearn, left of the lane, tough runner in the air. He missed it. Rebound Marshall, but then it's taken away Lance. Left wing, Pennington's 3. Shot it weak. Long rebound. Back to Northwest. Seem to be rushing their possessions. Here's Pappas. Pappas, left baseline, Hearn. Hearn, reverse layup, good, right of the rim. Caleb Hearn, almost 7 a ball game. It's 3-2 Louisville, 5:50 first frame. Siegfried throws the ball away. He was at the free throw line. That was a weird pass. Almost like he tried to float it over his head and just didn't have the wherewithal as to what to do with it. So a turnover. Northwest must inbound. They nearly take 5 seconds. Pennington finally finds Pappas in the backcourt. Pappas along the far sideline, tripped by Aljancic. And Aljancic pokes the ball out of bounds far sideline. Louisville 3, Northwest 2.
At that point of the game, both teams are just sort of feeling each other out right now, John. Both teams in a man.
It's a very relaxed feel to the game so far. Don't know if that's a Tuesday night. Right wing Hearn, 3. Got it. Caleb Hearn. 3, number 17 of the year. It's Caleb Hearn, 5. And Braden Gross, 3. Gross has it. Top of the key. A nice little game of one-on-one. Gross into the right corner, Bailey. Bailey double teamed. High on the right to Siegfried. Left wing Marshall. Long 3. Around and out. Rebound. Battle the 4. Pennington throws it off of Aljancic. And Northwest will get it back. 5:04 first quarter. Caleb Hearn with all 5 for Northwest. Braden Gross with all 3 for Louisville. Northwest basketball. All whites tonight for Tristan Pennington. Has the pink shoelaces. Drives into the lane. Pennington drives. Scoop. Scores right of the rim. T. Pennington drives and scores right of the rim. It's a 7-0 run by Northwest. They lead 7-3. 4:35, first quarter. Louisville ball, right wing, Aljancic airmails a three. Another turnover, Northwest basketball.
Louisville just a little out of sorts right now. Early.
It's funny, their JV kind of started the same way.
They did. They started slow and finished really strong.
Northwest with the ball, Pennington just drove the lane and scored. Has it. Top of the key goes to Lance. Lance looks for the cutter, wasn't there. Goes into the left corner. Now Pennington out top, picked up by Braden Gross. It's a good matchup to watch all night. Left wing, here's Badger. Badger, a three-point shooting specialist, gets in deep amongst the trees. Goes out top, Pennington's three. Offline to the left, Gross the board. Gross lumbering down the floor to Bailey, right of the rim, and the layup good. Devin Bailey, first two of the game for Louisville. Northwest down the floor, right corner Pennington as they lead 7-5. Bailey doing a great job sticking right to Badger. A steal. Louisville down the floor. Gross fouled left of the rim by Brady Lance. And Lance picks up his second. And that could be harmful a bit here because now going to the bench will be Coach Lauer and same with Coach Siegfried. So both teams have played about 4 minutes of the first quarter as Gross now just 1 for 3 tonight at the line, misses the first free throw. Bailey checks out for Louisville. Loy comes in, and Drachik getting set to check in as well. Kraft and Nicky into the game for Northwest as Gross splits the pair, making the second. Northwest 7, Louisville 6. See what kind of damage Northwest can do without Gross on the floor. I have a feeling he's going to be a big piece, but Northwest has also taken out their best shooter in Badger as they have a turnover. Pennington threw it away.
3 turnovers for each team right now, early on.
Pennington sailed that pass high there of Hearn. 2-3 zone now, George, for Northwest.
Yeah, it looks like a little bit of a matchup.
Left wing here, Siegfried. What's the key to beating a matchup zone like that?
He's got to move the ball around, try to get somebody in the middle of the zone to kick it in and kick it back out and be patient. There we go. We got it inside. He's going to look. Tried to play a little high-low there, and it just didn't work.
Loy had it. He was looking underneath for Aljancic, and it was thrown away. Nice play-by-play on your part. This didn't have the names. We're going to try to teach you by the end of the year. Here's Pennington with it for Northwest High on the right. They lead 7-6. Pennington drives right of the lane and gets bumped by Loy. Made the shot anyway, but foul on the floor before. Man still for Louisville in the half court. I would expect them to stay in that most of the night. I think they can match up man for man.
Yeah, that's what they did against Lakewood St. Ed. And they like to extend it all the way full court if they can.
Right wing, here's Kraft. Kraft drives left of the lane, scoops with the left hand, misses. He's fighting for the extra possession, nearly comes away with it. Siegfried in the backcourt spins away, though. Here's Marshall. Louisville down a point, 7-6, 2:30 first quarter. Bo Siegfried off to a slow offensive start. Leader on the team in assists, right corner Aljancic. Catch and shoot three, missed it. Rebound Pennington. He has numbers if he looks up. Here's Pappas, left of the rim, righty hook shot is good. Tyler Pappas, 12.5 a game. Beautiful take there. It's 9-6 Northwest. 2:05, first quarter. Left wing, Siegfried. Perfect three and a perfect shot. 51st make of the year from distance. We're tied at 9. 150, first quarter. Hearn has it. Hearn, right wing Nicky. Nicky drives left of the lane. Loy was much taller and stopped him from going anywhere. Those two probably met on the football field one time this year. Here's Pappas. Pappas, left wing to Parker Kraft. Had one of the running back performances of all time this year for Northwest. I believe a school record in a single game. High on the left, here's Hearn. Hearn drives left of the lane, gets in deep, scoops with the right hand, misses, and then the ball hits him on the ground, and he was out of bounds. Badger in for Northwest again. Logan Allman in again for Northwest. Those two played a lot of pitch and catch on the football field.
They sure did. Both teams doing a lot of substitution here, keeping fresh bodies in, taking them out, resting them a little bit.
Devin Bailey back in for Louisville, as is Gross. Left wing Bailey, 3, good. Devin Bailey, 16-3 of the year. And it's 6 straight for Louisville as they lead 12-9. Northwest ball, right wing Pennington, 3. Shot it strong. Rebound, Allman underneath. How did he get that rebound? But then he threw it away. Down the floor comes Louisville. Gross. Left corner. Siegfried. 40 seconds in the first quarter. Top of the key, Andrachik. Catch and shoot 3 is perfect. Avery Andrachik. A very efficient 30 of 66 from distance this year. And Louisville has a quick 9-0 run to lead 15-9. 20 seconds remain, first quarter. Double team by Louisville. Pennington had it. High on the right. Left corner, Nicky. Nicky drives to the free throw line for Northwest. Here's Pennington. 10 seconds remain, first quarter. Pennington, and he traveled. Double team there by Bailey and Siegfried. They had him dead to rights.
Northwest really having a problem with that Louisville man-to-man right now. That offense, they were starting at a half court. They need to get the ball down the floor.
Final 5 seconds of the first quarter. Left wing, Siegfried, 3. Around and out, Andrachik. Left side of the basket, missed the putback. Full court heave, no by Hearn. And that ends the first quarter. Louisville ends the first frame on a 9-0 run, and they lead 15-9 after a quarter. You're listening to high school basketball on Q92, radiosports.com.
Calibrate Auto Repair offers accurate and honest automotive diagnostic, repair, and maintenance services for foreign and domestic vehicles. With extensive experience and certifications, they service most all makes and models of cars, SUVs, and trucks. Calibrate Auto Repair is a proud member of the community and excited to help service your car and meet your needs. To schedule an appointment, call 330-603-6751 or visit them at 2399 Locust Street South in Canal Fulton. Don't wait, get to Calibrate.
At Your Table Cafe and Catering is located in Canal Fulton at 365 Towpath Avenue, Northwest, Suite B. A small business that prides themselves on making quality food from family recipes where everything is, as they say, homemade from the heart. You can enjoy breakfast or lunch at the cafe, or they can cater for your special occasion. You can find them on Facebook, Instagram, or on their website, which is at yourtablecafe.com. Call them at 330-408-7771.
Start of the second quarter, Northwest with the ball, trailing 15-9 to Louisville. They have Pappas, Allman, Lance, Badger, and Hearn on the floor. Louisville countering with Marshall, Gross, Aljancic, Siegfried, Bailey, and Aljancic. Here's Hearn right of the lane, missed the shot. Lance the board. Out right wing. Here's Badger. Badger drives right baseline, gets in right of the hoop, misses the layup. Aljancic the rebound. Here comes Louisville. They've already scored the last 9 in the game. They're looking to add to it here. Siegfried, left wing Bailey. Bailey drives to the free throw line. Right wing Marshall. Marshall pulls up on the dribble. Nice defense there. High on the right, Bailey. Right wing Marshall. Right baseline Aljancic. Left wing Siegfried. Top of the key Bailey, a 3. Around and out. Gross the board. In amongst a double team. Up with the left hand, missed it. Got it back, went back up, and was fouled on the floor. Braden Gross just...
He's a man amongst boys. He really is. He's just so strong inside.
An animal down low. Gets it left baseline. Drives left baseline. Gets double teamed. High on the left goes Siegfried. Siegfried cuts off on the dribble. Underneath goes to Hearn. And reason why I say he went to Hearn is because that's basically who he passed it to, but then a jump ball was forced. And now on the inbound, Siegfried finds Marshall, who scores right of the rim +1. It's an 11-0 run by Louisville.
Yeah, about midway through that first quarter, Louisville started clicking on offense. They hit a couple of threes that got them on track. And defensively, they're just smothering Northwest right now. Northwest really can't get into any kind of offense. They're playing a lot of one-on-one basketball and not really working as a team to set some picks and get things going.
Marshall misses the free throw, keeps things at bay at least. It's 17-9, Louisville. But they've scored the last 11 in the game. Northwest ball, Lance, right wing. Brady drives, gets into the lane, gets cut off. Left wing goes Badger. He's such a good shooter. He has no space with Bailey on him. He hasn't even gotten a good look so far. Here's Pennington. Pennington might have to do it all himself tonight. Top of the key, fakes, drives, scoops right to the rim and scores. Oh, what a drive by Tristan Pennington. Ends the 11-0 run. I said he might have to do it all on his own. That was quite a one-man show. Louisville ball, right wing. Marshall's three, too strong. Aljancic, the weak side board. Top of the key, Bailey. Drives right to the rim. Blocked by Pennington. Tristan Pennington. Flashing things offensively, flashing things defensively. Showing why he's probably the leader for Pac-7 Player of the Year and should be in the County Player of the Year discussion as well. Here's Gross. Free throw line, Jay. Around and out. Rebound, Lance and Northwest. Down the floor. Badger, the quarterback, looking for Pappas cutting down the floor. The pass was tipped out by Gross. 5:53 second quarter. 17-11, Louisville over Northwest. And Northwest with the ball. Inbounding to the right of the Northwest or Louisville bench was Pappas. Went out high on the right to Pennington. Pennington, right wing, a step back three. Around and out. Rebound, Aljancic. Down the floor, Siegfried. Here comes Louisville. Sig to Aljancic. Right wing, Siegfried, three. Shot it short, missed everything. But Bailey, who corralled the airball rebound, was out of bounds. Still some sloppy basketball.
Still some sloppy basketball on both sides.
Full court heave here on the inbound. Pennington to Badger, who lays it up and in. It's normally Badger doing the long throws down the floor because he's the quarterback from the football team, but Northwest has 4 in a row, and they make it 17-13, Louisville, with 5:15 in the first half. Great pass there by Pennington. Left corner, Bailey intends the pass for Siegfried. Tipped out by Northwest. Here's Nicky back into the game for Northwest. Lance takes a seat. Northwest has seemed to up the intensity again.
They have, especially defensively.
Here's Gross, drive left baseline, made the shot left of the rim. Might have been an and one there, but he went right through Tristan Pennington.
Yeah, I'm not sure how you stop that, John.
It was a freight train going downhill. All 6'7", 6'8" of him. Nothing Pennington could do. Here's Hearn into the lane, spins around. Left wing three, Pappas, too strong. Rebound, Gross in the lane for Louisville. Down the floor, Marshall. Marshall, left of the lane, scoops with the right hand and scores. What a pretty job there by Ashton Marshall to score on that layup left of the rim. 4:35, second quarter. Louisville 21, Northwest 13. Timeout on the floor taken by Northwest. We'll take one with them. You're listening to high school basketball on Q92, radiosports.com.
Ready to make a real difference in people's lives while working for a nonprofit? Regional EMS is calling your name. They're on the lookout for passionate EMTs and paramedics to join their team. Imagine working with state-of-the-art equipment, all while enjoying a new pay scale, generous PTO, and fully paid insurance for full-time heroes like you. It's not just a job, it's a chance to be a lifeline in your community. So what are you waiting for? Grab your phone and dial 330-987-4373 to find out how to join the regional EMS family.
4:35 second quarter. Louisville 21, Northwest 13. Louisville comes out of the timeout with Aljancic, Siegfried, and Drachik, Marshall, and Loy on the floor. Northwest countering with Pennington, Badger, Hearn, Nicky, and Pappas. Pennington to inbound, goes in the backcourt to Nicky. Nicky along the right sideline. Loy picks him up. Nicky, who is such a good football wide receiver, only about a 3-point average on the basketball floor, drives into the lane, sloppily misses the shot in front of the basket. The rebound goes to Louisville. There's Marshall down the floor. Ball on a string, it appeared, but he lost it. Marshall, right wing, and Drachik. 3, shot it short. Long rebound out to Marshall. Right corner, Aljancic a 3. Halfway down comes out. And Drachik right of the rim puts it back up. And then a jump ball forced between Andrachik and Nicky, with Northwest getting the possession error. There's Tom Siegfried.
John Louisville right now out-rebounding Northwest 17-7.
They average 30 rebounds a game. Northwest about 24, so well below that mark. Here's Pennington. Drive left of the lane and score.
That was just a really nice take. He's done that 3 times tonight.
Pennington has 6, as George said, because of those 3 takes. It's 21-15, Louisville. They have the ball. There's Loy, right of the rim, lost possession. Ends up in the hands of Marshall and Drachik, right wing. Now right corner, Loy. Top of the key, and Drachik. Marshall, left wing, Siegfried. Not a lot of movement here for Louisville. Left corner, Marshall, a 3 is good. Kind of settling for shots they are, but Marshall has 7, and Louisville's lead is 9. At 24-15, 3 minutes left here in the second quarter. There's Pennington. No one can seem to guard him off the dribble here. He has it for Northwest, high on the left. Now goes to Nicky. Nicky, D'd up tightly by Loy. Nicky drives, gets in at the free throw line. Goes underneath Badger. Badger pulls up on the dribble. Right wing, Pappas. Pappas drives left of the lane, misses the layup, might have been fouled. Aljancic the board. Here comes Louisville. And the ball taken away. Aljancic had a pocket picked by Hearn. Hearn down the floor to the rim. Layup good with the right hand. Right of the rim, Caleb Hearn has 7. 24-17. Northwest continues to keep it within shouting distance. Louisville has had opportunities to get some breakout points, and they can't complete their runs. Left wing, Siegfried. 3, shot it short. Rebound, Pennington. Here's Badger. Badger for Northwest along the left sideline. Right wing, Pappas. Pappas to the free throw line. Spins around, gets in right of the rim, and scores with the right hand. Beautiful floater by Tyler Pappas. 24-19.
Like you said, John, Northwest not going away.
$1:45 second quarter. Louisville ball, left corner, Marshall. High on the left, Aljancic. Bailey and Gross getting set to check in as Louisville nearly loses it. Here's Andrachik. Left corner, Aljancic for Louisville. Underneath Siegfried. Left of the rim, layup good with the right hand. Siegfried found himself wide open on the doorstep and put it in. 80 seconds remain, second quarter. 26-19, Louisville. Northwest basketball. Pennington needs to get across the timeline. 10-second call. Pennington just got double teamed there by Loy and Marshall and didn't get rid of it.
I heard Coach Siegfried say now, and just as he said now, they doubled and got the 10-second call.
Bailey and Gross come back in for Louisville. They have Siegfried, Loy, and Andrachik to join them. And Northwest brings back in Lance and Kraft. Down to a minute left. Second quarter. Louisville up 26-19. Could be a lot worse than that, but Northwest has kept it tight. Underneath pass intended for Gross. It's a bit high. The ball goes out of bounds, but it'll stay with Louisville.
Hey,
Louisville's done a good job of being patient against that zone, passing the ball around. Sometimes you can get the zone to sort of fall asleep if you're patient like that. And it did work on the last possession when they got the wide open shot underneath.
There's Gross in the lane. Pass from Siegfried was high. It's taken away by Northwest. Here's Hearn. He's had a nice first half with 7. Hearn on the right wing. Beat up by Loy. Hearn left of the rim. Shot blocked by Loy. And Loy exchanged some words with Hearn there after that block. 37 seconds remain, second quarter. 26-19. Louisville. Chase Badger comes in for Parker Kraft for Northwest. Trying to get their best shooter out there. Badger so far in the game, just 2 points. Left corner long 2 for Pappas. He missed it strong. Rebound Louisville. Here's Andrachik down the floor. Gross left to the rim. Pennington with the block. Tristan Pennington's second block of the game.
You know, Pennington, if you see him, looks sort of unassuming, but he can play.
Allman comes in for Northwest. Al Jancic comes in for Louisville. Louisville ball. Left of the lane, Loy. Left corner, Siegfried. Bailey, left elbow, drives right of the rim. Scoops, misses, but Gross to clean it up right of the rim, puts it up and in. 8 first half points. That leads all scorers.
5 boards.
28-19, Louisville. 10 seconds remain first half. Here's Pennington for Northwest.
They need to
high
pick
on
it
the
up.
left with 5 seconds. With 4 seconds. Pennington with 2 seconds. Left wing a 3. Missed everything to end the first half. Not a great possession to end the half, but a single-digit game going into the halftime locker room. After 2 quarters, Louisville 28, Northwest 19. George, your halftime thoughts?
You know, we talked about it about midway through the first quarter that Louisville had gotten off to a slow start, but they've definitely sort of picked it up from then. I think the key right now is that they're badly out-rebounding Northwest. Northwest is getting a lot of one-and-dones. Northwest is having a lot of difficulty breaking that man-to-man that Louisville plays. They're very tenacious. You got to look at Braden Gross, scoring points and making rebounds. I think what Northwest has to do is they just need to have a little bit more ball movement. I think they're relying too much on one-on-one plays, and that's not going to get it done against this Louisville team.
All right, so halftime, Louisville 28, Northwest 19. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to high school basketball here on Q92 Radiosports.com. We'll return with halftime stats and more right here on Q92 Radiosports.com. Again, halftime score, Louisville 28, Northwest 19.
This is the Northwest Cheer Seniors. I'm Kaylee. I'm Olivia. I'm Elena. And you're listening to Sports on Q92.
Calibrate Auto Repair offers accurate and honest automotive diagnostic, repair, and maintenance services for foreign and domestic vehicles. With extensive experience and certifications, they service most all makes and models of cars, SUVs, and trucks. Calibrate Auto Repair is a proud member of the community and excited to help service your car and meet your needs. To schedule an appointment, call 330-603-6751 or visit them at 2399 Locust Street South in Canal Fulton. Don't wait, get to Calibrate.
RG Drag, Stark County's premier career center, offers programs that prepares its students at the high school level for careers and continued education beyond high school. Upon completion, RG Drag students have an immediate opportunity to obtain a well-paying job in many exciting career fields. We offer everything from culinary, dental assisting, engineering, sports turf and landscape, welding, and so much more. Contact RG Drag to find a program and career that's the perfect fit for you. RG Drag, where careers begin.
Kick off your Friday night before the game with a visit to the Miller Doan Tavern in Canal Fulton. Whether it's an appetizer, sandwich, or full meal, we'll have you ready for the big game. They are located in the heart of beautiful Canal Fulton at 122 Cherry Street East. Call 330-970-0638 to place your order.
At Your Table Cafe and Catering is located in Canal Fulton at 365 Towpath Avenue, Northwest, Suite B. A small business that prides themselves on making quality food from family recipes where everything is, as they say, homemade from the heart. You can enjoy breakfast or lunch at the cafe, or they can cater for your special occasion. You can find them on Facebook, Instagram, or on their website, which is atyourtablecafe.com. Call them at 330-408-7771.
For the Putman Properties Halftime Show, I'm Jeff Mears with Q92 News. We now know the name of a man whose body was discovered wrapped in a tarp along a Carroll County road. Authorities have identified him as 30-year-old Douglas Hubler, a native of Pennsylvania. Sheriff Calvin Graham says Hubler may have been living in New York State. His family had not been in contact with him. They were notified of Hubler's death today. Highway workers found his body near Cashmere Road in Perry Township Friday morning. Hubler's death is being investigated as a homicide. Coroner Dr. Mandel Haas said Monday the man had been shot in the head by someone else. Canton police are investigating a weekend shooting. A 42-year-old Massillon man was shot in the arms, legs, and groin early Sunday. The victim was taken to Altman Hospital in a private vehicle just before 6 a.m. His condition was not available. The man was picked up by two men who said they discovered him on the side of the road in the 2800 block of 8th Street Northeast. Police found one bullet and 4 casings on the ground outside the City Limits bar. 2 people were shot in the legs outside the same establishment in August. A preliminary hearing is scheduled February 26th for a Perry Township man charged in a drunken driving crash that seriously injured another man. 41-year-old Benjamin Hughes turned himself in today in Massillon Municipal Court. He was wanted on warrants charging him with aggravated vehicular assault, endangering children, and PI. They stem from a January 11th collision. Hughes is accused of driving through a stop sign at Navarre Road Southwest while southbound on Genoa Avenue. His vehicle struck an eastbound car. 27-year-old Jesse Adelman of Canton, a passenger in the second car, suffered a fractured spine and other serious injuries. Hughes' 7-year-old son was in the backseat of his vehicle. Hughes' blood alcohol level allegedly was 0.281. Stark County Commissioners have heard a presentation for design of renovations to the county jail. The project, with an estimated price tag of $80 million, would add a 2-story housing unit, a renovated kitchen, and upgrades to the jail's electrical plant. The housing unit would be built in pod style, putting each cell in view of a central control room. There would be 96 medium security and 48 maximum security beds. It would house 312 inmates with capacity for 72 additional beds. Space would be allocated for inmates with regular or acute mental health needs. $33 million in American Rescue Plan funds would be used, along with possible state grant money and general fund collections. The remainder could be financed. The Louisville School Board deals with staff, students, financial, and scheduling matters. WDPN's David Schurer reports.
Superintendent Michelle Schaefer gave special recognition to 21-year veteran teacher Bob Sudermeyer for his being named as State Coach of the Year in track and cross country, his 11th such award. The board authorized student trips for the high school choir to perform at New York's Carnegie Hall in March and a speech and debate to compete in the state tournament February 27 through March 1st at Austintown. They approved adjustments to the revenue and appropriation budgets and the receipt of donations for $390. The 2025-26 kindergarten schedule has classes in August 20 through May 28.
More news after this.
The Q92 Sports Network brings you more high school football and basketball games than anyone else, by far. But did you know that you can go back and listen to our broadcast again? Simply go to the Q92 radio page on SoundCloud. We posted the games we broadcast for everyone to go back and relive. We have playlists filled with our high school football broadcasts from 2016 to this season. So go to SoundCloud now, follow Q92 Radio, and listen. And thank you for listening to all of our sports broadcasts of high school football and basketball on the Q92 Sports Network.
The Lake Local Board of Education has approved a contract extension for Superintendent Kevin Tobin. The 5-year agreement is effective August 1st. Terms of the deal have not been finalized. Tobin has led the district since 2016. He previously served in various positions in the district dating to 1992. Tobin began as a teacher and coach. A bill that would allow for a study of the long-term health effects of the East Palestine train derailment has been reintroduced by Congressman Michael Ruley. The action was taken by the Salem Republican and fellow Republican Dave Joyce, who represents Ohio's 14th District, along with 2 Democrats. Joyce introduced the measure last year, but it never received a hearing in committee. Under the legislation, a 5-year study would look into the health effects resulting from the derailment. The East Palestine Health Impact Act has been referred to the House Committee on Energy and Commerce. An Akron man has time added to his sentence for the kidnapping and murders of 3 Youngstown men. 59-year-old Elias Godino was convicted in October. He was given a sentence of 23 years to life in December after being found guilty of 18 counts, including aggravated murder and kidnapping. 5 years were added for probation violations dating to drug convictions in 2010. 25-year-old Inmer Reyes, 35-year-old Domingo Castillo Reyes, and 31-year-old Victor Varela Rodriguez were found murdered in Copley in March 2023. A 4th man survived. We'll return you courtside for the second half of tonight's game, right after the forecast from News 5 meteorologist Mark Johnson. For the Putman Properties Halftime Show, I'm Jeff Mears with Q9.
Home sweet home. Until the roof leaked, the hot water tank went cold, and the furnace died. At Friends and Family Credit Union, we can make it home sweet home again. With a home equity line of credit, our HELOC rates are outstanding, and there are no closing costs, no appraisal fees, no application fees, and no annual fees. Make it home sweet home again with a home equity line of credit from Friends and Family Credit Union. It's time to bring a friend into the family.
RG Drag, Stark County's premier career center, offers programs that prepares its students at the high school level for careers and continued education beyond high school. Upon completion, RG Drag students have an immediate opportunity to obtain a well-paying job in many exciting career fields. We offer everything from culinary, dental assisting, engineering, sports turf and landscape, welding, and so much more. Contact RG Drag to find a program and career that's the perfect fit for you. RG Drag, where careers begin.
All right, we return back in here. Start of the second half coming up. Louisville 28, Northwest 19. And George, you have our halftime numbers.
Yeah, real quickly, John. Northwest with 7 turnovers, Louisville with 6. I think the key stat of the night, Louisville with 20 rebounds, Northwest with 8.
Wow.
Leading the way for the Leopards, Gross with 8 points and 5 rebounds, Marshall 7 points and 3 boards, Siegfried 5 points, a rebound and 2 assists, Bailey 5 points and 2 rebounds, and Dragic 3 points and 4 rebounds. And now Jancic hasn't scored a point, but he's got 5 boards and an assist. Leading the way for Northwest is Hearn with 7 points and a rebound. Pennington 6 points, 3 boards, and 1 assist. Pappas with 4 points, Badger with 2, Lance 3 rebounds, no points.
Starting the second half, Louisville will have Bailey, Siegfried, Aljancic, Marshall, and Gross on the floor going left to right. Northwest back with their starting 5 of Lance, Pappas, Hearn, Badger, and Pennington. Top of the key, Aljancic, left wing Marshall. And Coach Siegfried calling for his team to move. Struggled with that most of the night. Here's Gross underneath. Probably why they've struggled with it, because they can get the ball to BG, and he'll score under any circumstance. How about that? The inbound, Pappas threw to himself. He threw it off the back there of Marshall, who was looking away, and inbounded it to himself.
That's a heads-up play.
Such a smart player, but then he has the ball taken away by Marshall. Here's Bailey underneath Gross. Layup good, right in front of the rim. 4 quick ones for Louisville. 32-19, they lead Louisville. This ball game in danger of getting away from the Northwest Indians. Here's Pappas, left wing to Hearn. He needs some good possessions. Hearn, backdoor cut, Badger, right to the rim. Missed the layup, hung on the rim and fell out. Bailey, backcourt rebound, down the floor, Siegfried pushing, underneath Gross, up, right to the rim with the left hand, gets fouled. Oh, clear strategy in the halftime locker room, and that was, let's get number 2, Braden Gross, the ball even more than we already are.
They're also pushing it every chance they get.
So Gross at the line, misses the first. That's the only knock you could have on him tonight, is that he's kind of struggled from the line.
Yeah, he's missed his first free throw and made his second twice. We'll see if he does it again here. And he does it again.
Keeps that mark intact. 66% entering the night. He's 3 for 6 tonight. Inbound and timeout taken by Northwest. They can't get the ball in. 6:44, third quarter. Louisville scores the first 5 of the half. They lead 33-19. We'll take this timeout.
It's not easy out there. You need a loan within your budget that you can afford. The big banks tell you thanks, but no thanks. At Friends and Family Credit Union, we're here to help. Simply stop by any of our 3 convenient locations on Erie Street South, downtown Massillon, and Whipple Avenue at the Acme Fresh Market. Visit with one of our loan professionals. They'll discuss your needs and review the options that will work best for you. We know it's not easy out there. So now, more than ever, it's time to bring a friend into the family. Friends and Family Credit Union.
Louisville starts the third quarter on a 5-0 run, and they lead 33-19. Not even 2 minutes gone here in the third quarter. Northwest with the ball. Pennington, left wing, double teamed. Underneath Hearn. Hearn, now Lance. Right corner Badger, a 3. Missed it strong. Rebound to the hands of Gross. He's just dominating the game right now on both ends. Down the floor, Louisville. Siegfried. Left wing, Marshall. 3. Got it. An 8-0 run to start the quarter by Louisville. And Marshall, the second player to double figures now with 10. It's 36-19 Louisville. 6 minutes left in the third quarter. Northwest ball. Badger left to the rim, lays it up and in with the right hand. Ends the 8-0 run. Down the floor, Gross. Left corner, Marshall. 3. Offline, Siegfried the board. No look pass underneath. He threw it away. Up with it, Hearn, and Hearn is fouled in the backcourt. Well, that's the problem sometimes. You get so many easy looks and easy things. Sometimes you can try to be a little bit too fancy with what you're doing. And I think that's exactly what Louisville fell victim to. They kind of fell victim to their own success. Pennington looks to inbound in the backcourt, goes to Lance, back to Pennington. Pennington only has 6 points. He's double teamed. Lance down the floor. Left corner, 3 in the air. Hearn in. Caleb Hearn. And it's a 5-0 run right back by Northwest. 12-point game again. 36-24, Louisville. Louisville basketball. Left corner, Gross. Going to go to work. Backs down. Goes out top, Marshall. Right wing, Bailey. Bailey drives. Left wing, Siegfried. 3. Around and out. Pennington the board. Could be a single-digit game after this, but Pennington going to try to do it on his own. Right corner, Hearn. Drives. Scoops left of the rim. Misses the layup. Rebound, Gross. Got to be approaching a double-double. Gross down the floor. Into the lane. Gross up with 2 hands. Fouled by Lance.
Yeah, Gross now with 7 boards.
4:53 third quarter. Louisville 36. Northwest 24. Brady Lance picks up his 3rd foul. Gross at the line, first of 2. Hey, he broke the trend.
He did. We'll see if he makes them both now. If the trend goes the other way.
What do you think he's going to do here?
I think he's going to make them both.
Well, what did he do?
He made them both. He just had to settle into that first one, that's all.
He's not the best color guy in the business for nothing. 38-24. Thanks, Bob Euchre, for that line.
Yeah, may Bob rest in peace.
Pappas drives left wing for Northwest and gets fouled. Coach Siegfried doesn't like the call. These Louisville coaches have already been in a bad mood about the officials from the JV game. They came in with a preconceived notion, and their notions are probably correct. Inbound here for Northwest. Oh, man, and Andrachik forces it off the hands of Pappas. Avery just does a great job there forcing that extra possession for his team. There's a long inbound from underneath the basket to our left, and Avery played a great center field there, forcing a tough pass. Right corner, Andrachik has it on a high pass from Bailey from the left wing. Now out top, it goes into the hands of Siegfried, left wing Bailey. Now Jancic and Gross coming in shortly for Louisville. Here's Bailey, transferred in from Lake in the offseason. High on the left, Andrachik. High on the right, Siegfried. 4:10 in the third quarter. Louisville leads by 14. They say, look, either you're going to pressure us, it's speaking to Northwestern, we're just going to hold the ball and wait for good shots. Here's Marshall in the lane. Left corner, Bailey a three. Got it. Man, when you hold the ball like that and then you knock down a shot like that, that's an absolute backbreaker.
It is.
41-24, Louisville. Northwest ball. Pappas. Right corner, Hearn. Three. Needs it. Missed it. Rebound in the lane, Siegfried. Down the floor works Siegfried hustling. He's fouled. .338 in the third quarter. 41-24 Louisville. Northwest has brought back in Aljancic and Gross.
Who do you need back, man? Why are you yelling at our scorekeeper?
The official says that the scorekeeper from Louisville was never looking at him for the call. It's a little bit of a testy moment there. I'm not sure what led to that displeasure, but it was interesting. Always fun when you sit courtside. Here's Gross. Right corner, Aljancic, a three. Got another one. Man, oh man. First 3 points tonight for Tate Aljancic. Normally fills up the score column. He's been quiet tonight. It's a 20-point lead now. Northwest ball, right corner. Kraft clanks a three. Rebound, Northwest. Aljancic in the backcourt lost it. Left wing. Pennington drives left of the lane, scoops and scores with the right hand.
That's 8 for Tristan.
Nothing has come easy for him tonight.
No, it really hasn't. He's fought for all 8 of those points.
Gross has it on the right wing, beat up tightly, nearly lost it. Left wing, Andrachik. Andrachik pushed by Kraft and fouled. 2:45, third quarter, 44-26, Louisville. You know, I was talking with some of the Louisville assistants before this game. That foul there on Kraft, by the way. Team third on Northwest in the quarter, just 2 on Louisville. I was talking with them, and they were saying, you know, back when this was an NBC matchup, this was like all out wanted for blood. Like, this place would have been packed and sold out. And I think the coaches remember that. Maybe that's why there's the bad blood. Left wing Bailey all alone on a three and nailed it. Devin Bailey, third Leopard in double figures, now with 11. Northwest basketball ahead or down. I beg your pardon, 47-26. Here's Pennington. Pennington drives, gets in right of the rim, and gets fouled in the lane. Now going to go on Bailey.
Yeah, it's a nice crowd for a weeknight, but the crowd really hasn't been engaged in the game.
No, not like you would expect.
Yeah. But I got to tell you, John, Louisville's conditioning is just amazing. They just keep coming at you and coming at you.
Inbound, Allman to Nicky, who scored right of the rim.
Nice play.
Again, Northwest trying to keep this within shouting distance, but they're struggling at this point, down 19. Here's Siegfried, drive right of the lane, and Allman fouls him. And Allman frustratingly says some words to himself. Allman's face very expressive, too.
Yeah.
He's got the little afro going on, and he's got big eyebrows, so everything that he says and does, you can see a lot of emotion on that face.
There's just a lot of frustration there is what you're seeing.
Line right, Siegfried nails the first of 2 free throws. He's not going to miss many from the line.
No.
26 of 31 on the year. And I think that was his first free throw tonight.
You know, we've said before, Bo's like another coach on the floor. 3 rebounds tonight, also 3 assists.
Oh, and he did miss that second free throw. So 27 33. I'm laughing. The official there said blue 32 was what the official call was, which was on Colton Loy. Anytime you watch some sort of thing about football and they're trying to make up a made-up call sound, the player will always say blue 32. Have you noticed that? Like anytime you're watching a cartoon.
Yeah.
Inbound there and nearly out of bounds off of Louisville. Actually, Northwest will keep it. Inbound here, Nicky down the floor. It goes Allman. Left of the lane, Badger. Badger, right corner, Allman. Allman drives, gets left of the rim, tries to scoop it with the right hand, shot it off the bottom of the backboard. Here's Gross down the floor. Left corner, Siegfried a three. Short. Loy the board. Loy is fouled. 1:41 third quarter. Louisville 48, Northwest 28. I mean, this was a 9-point game at the half.
Yeah. They've outscored them now 20-9 this quarter with a minute 40 to go.
A foul there on Allman. And all the things that normally go right for Northwest, just none of them working tonight. Loy line right, first of two coming up. Pretty good from the line. He's 20 of 28 on the year. He misses the first.
John, I think what it comes down to is that Northwest is just a little outmanned tonight.
Yeah. And again, these two have a chance to meet again in a district final. You would hope they do. Loy's second, and he missed them both. Gross, the board. Back up, scores right of the rim. What can you do? 50-28, Louisville. $1:30 in the third quarter. We have a whole quarter left. Here's Hearn. Drives right to the lane. Scoops and scores. Oh, man, he went a reverse layup. He drove in, got right to the basket, and scored on a beautiful reverse.
Yeah, Hearn with 12 tonight.
Leads all Northwest scorers. And a foul here on Hearn as Louisville had it down on the other end of the floor, and Siegfried going to shoot two. 76 seconds remain third quarter. A lot of interesting looks being exchanged between coaches and officials tonight that I'm noticing. I think there's a lot of pent-up frustration on both of these sides by some of the calls tonight. And Siegfried misses the first of two there. We mentioned coming to the game he had missed just 5 free throws. And he's missed 2 now in this quarter. Sure, that's got to be a new record for him. He has 8, though. And he steals one. Gets it on the other end and gets fouled right of the rim. Stole it from Hearn there and shot it right of the rim and got fouled.
It's 10 turnovers now for Northwest.
That's their season average, by the way.
8 for Louisville at this point.
Their season average is higher, 12. Wow, Siegfried misses another free throw. First one short. Hearn picked up the foul there, his second.
Boy, Siegfried missing free throws is like Steph Curry missing free throws.
I know. One of the surest hands in the county. And he makes the second. He's trying to do his best Braden Gross impersonation and miss one, make one. There's Pappas down the floor for Northwest. And he looked for Pennington, who was behind him. The ball was tipped out. Pappas and Pennington back next year, both juniors. They're both special talents on the basketball floor. Pappas needs to inbound here. Goes in the backcourt. Hearn. Marshall sticking to him the whole way. Hearn gets bumped by him. Left corner, Pappas. Drives left baseline. Shoots a floater. Misses it. Rebound off the hands of Louisville last. Northwest will keep it. Here's Andrachik in for Bailey.
That went off Jancic.
54 seconds left third quarter. Louisville 52, Northwest 30. Inbound, Hearn, top of the key, Pennington. Long three in the air, offline to the right, and the rebound ends up in the hands of Andrachik. He's double-teamed in the backcourt. Down the floor, now Jancic left of the rim. Stopped, shot, and made it. All 5 of his points have come in this third quarter. That 2 and a 3 earlier on. 24-point lead now for Louisville. Right corner for Northwest, Badger. Misses a 3 short. Rebound, Pennington left of the rim, scored with the right hand. 20 seconds remain third quarter. Louisville 54, Northwest 32. Take a quick timeout.
Calibrate Auto Repair offers accurate and honest automotive diagnostic, repair, and maintenance services for foreign and domestic vehicles. With extensive experience and certifications, they service most all makes and models of cars, SUVs, and trucks. Calibrate Auto Repair is a proud member of the community and excited to help service your car and meet your needs. To schedule an appointment, call 330-603-6751 or visit them at 2399 Locust Street South in Canal Fulton. Don't wait, get to Calibrate.
This is the Northwest Cheer Seniors. I'm Kaylee. I'm Olivia. I'm Elena. And you're listening to Sports on Q92.
Kick off your Friday night before the game with a visit to the Miller Doan Tavern in Canal Fulton. Whether it's an appetizer, sandwich, or full meal, we'll have you ready for the big game. They are located in the heart of beautiful Canal Fulton at 122 Cherry Street East. Call 330-970-0638 to place your order.
20 seconds remain, third quarter. Out of the timeout, Louisville 54, Northwest 32. Louisville looking to go the length of the floor here at the end of the quarter. Northwest has employed some full court pressure. Louisville struggling with it a bit, but Siegfried battles his way through it. Here's Marshall with 8 seconds in the quarter. Up in the lane, the turnaround jumper is good. 3 seconds left in the quarter. Down to 1 second. In the backcourt, Pennington doesn't even get a look. End of three. Louisville 56. Northwest 32. Louisville scores 28 points in that quarter. They had 28 points at halftime. We'll be back after this.
Home sweet home. Until the roof leaked, the hot water tank went cold, and the furnace died. At Friends and Family Credit Union, we can make it home sweet home again. With a home equity line of credit, our HELOC rates are outstanding, and there are no closing costs, no appraisal fees, no application fees, and no annual fees. Make it home again with a home equity line of credit from Friends and Family Credit Union. It's time to bring a friend into the family.
At Your Table Cafe and Catering is located in Canal Fulton at 365 Towpath Avenue, Northwest, Suite B. A small business that prides themselves on making quality food from family recipes where everything is, as they say, homemade from the heart. You can enjoy breakfast or lunch at the cafe, or they can cater for your special occasion. You can find them on Facebook, Instagram, or on their website, which is at yourtablecafe.com. Call them at 330-408-7771.
Start of the final quarter, and Northwest trails Louisville 56-32. If you're just joining us, it was a 9-point game at the half, and Louisville went on complete attack in that third quarter and created a 24-point separation. Louisville ball, or Northwest ball, I beg your pardon. Left corner, Badger, top of the key, Lance. Lance looks for the cutter in Pennington left of the lane and throws it away. Down the floor comes Louisville. Left corner, Al Jancik's three. Shot it short. Rebound, down the floor, Northwest. Pennington, right of the rim, lays it up and in. Tristan Pennington has 12 in the game now. And it's a 22-point game again. Louisville ball, 56-34, they lead. Siegfried, top of the key, three is offline. Rebound, Gross, up in the lane with the left hand, missed it, got it back, went back up and got fouled. Well, he got 2 more rebounds right there. Did Braden Gross.
Gives him 11 for the night.
So he's going to go line right to shoot 2. First of 2. He missed it.
Been the pattern, except for that 1-2 made free throws. We'll see what he does here again.
Second one on the way. Made that one.
I think he's just teasing us. I really do.
18 and 11 tonight for Braden Gross. Down the floor comes Northwest. Down 23. Pappas, right wing, lost it. Louisville with numbers. Marshall, right of the rim, lays it up and in. Ashton Marshall, 14 in the game. Louisville by 25. Northwest misses a layup. Louisville down the floor up 59-34. Top of the key, Al Jancik. Right wing Marshall. Al Jancik Left corner, Siegfried. Open three. Shot it weak. Rebound and a foul. Going to go on Northwest. Lance. That's his fifth. He fouls out. He's had such a great season, too. And, man, that's just what Louisville does to you. I mean, they make good teams look.
Yes, pedestrian.
Yes. Right corner, three. Siegfried right there. Bo with 12. Fourth Leopard to double figures. Northwest down the floor, and Badger is fouled right of the rim. I mean, this is a 15-4 Northwest team. They've lost 4 times this year.
Yeah.
They lost to Alliance, they lost to Norwayne, they lost to Central, and they lost to New Philly.
Yeah.
3 of those teams are really pretty good.
Yeah, exceptional, yeah.
Badger line left first of 2 is good. I mean, and this is what you've got to consider. Pennington has really gotten his tonight. I mean, 12, they've all been tough, but he's gotten them. And
he's got 5 boards and assists, too, so he's played a solid game. It just hasn't been enough.
And Hearns played a good game, too, but it's not enough.
No.
So, Louisville ball. Right wing, Siegfried. 3. Why not another one? Just picture perfect shot by Bo.
His rhythm has been amazing.
It's almost a 30-point lead. 65-36 Louisville. 6 minutes left. Oh, Pennington drives left of the lane, and Marshall just pounds it out of there with a block.
Well, let's not forget, we've said it before, this was a 9-point game at halftime.
29-point game now.
Yeah.
65-36. Northwest ball. Left of the lane, Badger. Can't get the inbound in the backcourt. Siegfried barely throws it away, but Hearn tipped it out of his hand. 5:53 in the game. It is a 65-36 Louisville lead. 9-point game at the half. 9-point game at the half. 28-19. Here's Siegfried again. Is he looking to shoot? Left wing, Bailey. Left baseline, Gross. Top of the key, Marshall. 3. Missed everything.
And John, at this point, you just sort of feel like they can name whatever score they want at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's the thing. Like, that's what's crazy is that this is a Northwest team that's won the pack.
Yes.
They are a 10 seed where they're at. They're probably a favorite to make it all the way to the district final in that district as well. Inbound here, Pennington down the floor. Nicky layup good right of the rim. Great inbound by Pennington. What a throw down the floor. Still, though, makes it a 27-point game. Here's Siegfried. Left of the lane, left corner for Andrachik. Ball tipped out by Badger. That's been the key tonight, is that Chase Badger has gotten opportunities, but simply not enough.
Yeah, 6 points tonight. Averages 12.6 coming into the game. And Pennington's also below his average. 12 averages 19.5.
Louisville ball. High on the left. Siegfried, left corner for Gross. Tipped out by Badger. Yeah, I mean, 12 from Pennington, 12 from Hearn, 6 from Badger, 4 from Nicky, and 4 from Pappas.
Whereas on the Louisville side of the ball, Gross and Siegfried are basically at their average. Tate Aljancic isn't, but Ashton Marshall stepped up tonight.
Underneath here is Gross. Offensive foul on Braden. He lowered that left shoulder into Pennington there, and Pennington gladly took the foul.
You've got such a good balance on Louisville's starting 5 that, and if somebody has a little bit off points, somebody else is going to pick it up.
Oh, yeah.
That's how strong they are.
Inbound. Pennington went between the legs. Oh, my goodness. Siegfried missed the layup, and Gross flew in and hammered it home with the right hand. That was so impressive. Pappas down the floor, gets his shot rejected right of the rim, but he was fouled.
You sound like Austin Carr on that call, John.
Oh, my gosh. I mean, Gross just came in and tomahawked it.
Yeah, he was well above the and that's what you're dealing with.
Pappas, 2 free throws. First one good. I mean, that's the thing, is that you're thinking Division III at this point if you're Louisville, and not to make this into the reasons Louisville is going to go on a deep tournament run podcast or anything like that, but you're thinking in Division III. Outside of Sonny Johnson and Garfield Heights, who can hang with these guys?
Yeah.
Here's Gross down the floor, just lumbering into the lane. Oh, he lost it. Down the floor comes Northwest. Pappas, left of the rim, layup good with the right hand. So Tyler Pappas has a quick 4 in a row, 2 by way of free throws, and 2 by a layup left of the rim. Louisville down the floor. Wade left of the rim, gets fouled by Nicky. I mean, you got to think here. This is a 15-win team in Northwest and a 14-win team in Louisville. And with 4 minutes left in the game, we're already doing filler.
We are.
Wade line right. First of 2 is good. And that's not a discredit to how good Northwest is this year. That's a credit to how good Louisville is this year.
Well, Louisville is statewide good. Northwest is local good.
Yeah. Wade makes both line right. 4 of 6 from the line entering the year. He's 6 of 8 now this season. 75%. Here's Pappas. Drives left to the lane, and Tyler gets fouled. Every time they call a foul on Louisville, it sounds like they're giving a call to a football play because they're saying like blue 13 or blue 32, or cadences oftentimes start with the word blue. There's Badger, left wing along 2. Missed it strong. Rebound, Gross. Down the floor, Marshall. Marshall underneath, and Drachik. Layup, right of the rim, he missed it. Left corner rebound. Here's Gross. Drives, scoops left of the rim and gets fouled. But he lost the ball out of bounds off of his own hands.
Gross now has 13 boards to go along with his 20 points.
Calling for a goaltend because the block before shook the whole hoop. They're not going to get one. Here's Hearn down the floor. Left corner, Badger, 3. So good at those, and he nails 1. 9 in the game for Chase Badger. 24-point game. And Siegfried, right sideline, is fouled. Fouls on Nicky. Credit Northwest. They keep coming at you, too.
They keep coming at you, and Louisville has lost none of their intensity, even with the 24-point lead at this point.
That's with 3:43 in the game. It's a 69-45 Louisville shellacking at this point. Louisville, Marshall in the backcourt. How good has he been tonight? 14 for the normal 6-point average. Top of the key, he has it. Left wing and Drachik. Gross begging for it underneath. Oh, Pennington took it away. Here's Pappas down the floor. Pappas left to the rim. Siegfried blocks it. You know, it's an easy run out. And again, that's just championship pedigree level play right there. Not giving up on a run out like that with a 24-point lead. Inbound, taken away. Uh-oh, something special could happen here. Siegfried down the floor, Gross. Left to the rim, and Gross is pushed.
I know what you were thinking, John. You were thinking it was going to be an alley-oop, but Northwest did a really good job of getting down the floor.
Well, and the one dunk that Gross had took me by complete surprise because it was a weird play where you didn't expect it. Northwest was the one that started with the ball. Louisville took it away. Siegfried missed the layup, and then Gross hammered it home. And Gross line right continues his normal trend for the night, missing the first free throw. He's made the second one almost every time. Second one, he just broke the trend.
He did. Still 500 from the line.
Allman, taken away. Here's Siegfried with numbers down the floor. Siegfried on the run out and had it poked out from behind by Northwest. Landon Cross comes in for Northwest. Tristan Pennington takes a seat. Good game for Tristan tonight, just not enough. Here's Gross, right of the rim, up with the left hand, gets fouled. You know, he was a lanky 6'5" last year. he is a put-together 6'7" this season. I mean, he is big, he is physical, and his footwork underneath is what makes him special. Makes the first free throw, 21 in the game now. Misses the second free throw. And I think that first free throw by Gross gave him 1,000 for the year, for the career that he's had. Yeah, timeout taken.
Louisville getting a nice round of applause from their fans here as he substitutes out pretty much his starting five.
Yeah, that was 1,000 for Gross too. That's the reason for the applause. 1,000 career points for Gross.
I did not know that.
So knew he was getting close, just not knowing how close. 70-45, they lead with 3:01 left. And as you said, full load of subs into the game. Assistant coaches making us aware of the 1,000 piece too for BG. Cool moment for him. Just adds to what the program has done. I know you heard that. Logan Allman, line left. I couldn't help myself. You're standing right there.
Appreciate that. Anybody mentions the program that has a special spot in the heart.
Tom Siegfried patrolling the sideline. Allman goes 1 for 2 in that trip at the line. Oh, rebound then back to Northwest. They can reset. Nicky drives, gets into the lane with the right hand, misses the shot, and the rebound goes out of bounds. Off of Northwest. So Louisville will get the possession back. Down the floor they come. There's Gabe Stoffer with it. Gabe Stoffer drive, gets right of the lane. Goes right wing in the hands of Caleb Maley. Now out top, here's Wade. Maley in the lane. Turnaround shot, rolls around and falls in. Caleb Maley, the sophomore, comes in and gets some run and makes a nice bucket there. Logan Allman down on the floor. 72-46 Louisville. Left wing 3 for Northwest. Jacob Jones couldn't get it to go. Rebound back to Northwest right wing. Allman gets the kind roll of the rim and scores it. Logan Allman, 11-3 of the year. 72-49. Louisville, left corner. Maley tried to bank in the 3 and couldn't get it to go. Down the floor comes Northwest. There's Kraft. Kraft in the lane, lost it. Nicky got it left of the rim. He missed the shot. Cohen Rogers with the rebound. Here's Maley. Left wing. Doherty underneath Maley. His shot that he throws up with the left hand goes in. Man, we're getting the deepest of deep substitutions in this game, too. Here's Allman down the floor for Northwest. Misses the layup right of the rim. And there with the rebound, Parker Kraft to score it right of the basket. There's Maley, right of the rim, layup, +1. Foul there on Landon Cross, and Caleb Maley says, I want to be a leading scorer in this game.
They have him down for 4, but I have him down for 6.
I know.
All within the last minute.
So the bucket was good. Her friend Jared Heller of the broadcast too being told that Bo Siegfried became the Leopards' career assist leader tonight too. I have to confirm that with the coaches afterwards. Drake Wilson comes in for Louisville. Colton Norris checks in as well. Then one number I don't have. Seeing if the bookkeeper has it. Oh, Brandon Sanders checks in as well. So free throw good by Maley. Got 7 quick points. Here's Cross right of the rim. His layup is good for Northwest. 77-53 Louisville. This was a 9-point game at the half. Sanders has it. Here's Norris. His runner missed right side of the lane. Rebound, Parker Kraft in Northwest. Just like he is on the football field, Parker Kraft is a bulldog on the basketball floor. Drives the lane and rambunctiously throws it up with the left hand.
Down there.
He did. I mean, he weaves his way through the defense. He found his way to the rim there. That's for
Needed
sure.
one more block to go all the way.
He did. He did. A 400-plus yardage game way back in the fall against Orange in the playoffs, and he makes the first free throw. 0.3 of the night for Parker.
One thing that Northwest did in football this year was score a lot of points.
They sure did. Kraft's second on the way. Missed that one. Rebound in the lane, batted around, and taken away by Colton Doherty. Down the floor. Underneath here's Sanders. Sanders right at the rim. The hook shot is good. How about that? Sanders off of the bench. Young man gets a great little test of varsity action there. It's 79-54 Louisville. Northwest ball. Allman. 9 seconds in the game. Allman with 5 seconds in the game. Northwest. Cross holds the ball, and that ends the game. 79-54, Louisville a winner. They improved to 15-5 on the year. Northwest falls to 15-5 on the season. And these two longtime foes etch another piece in the storied history of battles on different sports surfaces that they've had over the years. Again, final score. Louisville 79, Northwest 54. We'll take a timeout and come back and get you some of the final numbers. Then we'll take another break after that. Going to have to do a couple here. We'll come back and give you some little recaps here, and then after that we'll come back and give you the final stats. I'll tell you about one big statistical thing that happened tonight in the game after we take this timeout. 79 for Louisville. 54 for Northwest. That is the final. 79-54. All right, going to take this time out and come back after this on Q92 Radiosports.com.
Ready to make a real difference in people's lives while working for a nonprofit? Regional EMS is calling your name. They're on the lookout for passionate EMTs and paramedics to join their team. Imagine working with state-of-the-art equipment, all while enjoying a new pay scale, generous PTO, and fully paid insurance for full-time heroes like you. It's not just a job, it's a chance to be a lifeline in your community. So what are you waiting for? Grab your phone and dial 330-987-4373 to find out how to join the Regional EMS family.
RG Drag, Stark County's premier career center, offers programs that prepares its students at the high school level for careers and continued education beyond high school. Upon completion, RG Drag students have an immediate opportunity to obtain a well-paying job in many exciting career fields. We offer everything from culinary, dental assisting, engineering, sports turf and landscape, welding, and so much more. Contact RG Drag to find a program and career that's the perfect fit for you. RG Drag, where careers begin.
79-54, the final. Louisville defeats Northwest this evening. Want to give a congratulations here on the broadcast to Braden Gross this evening with his 20-plus point performance, 21 points to be exact, to go along with 13 rebounds. He is an 1,000-point scorer for his career. We at Q92 again congratulate Braden Gross for his achievement tonight. Again,